to tonight's recap of Utopia. I feel like this show is like never on anymore. It's like a year in between each episode.
And the next episode is not going to be for another 2 weeks, so.
World Series.
Hello.
All right. So, we are 50 days into this.
This pig's 50 days old already?
That's true, yes.
Wow. Everybody's prepping for the big little wedding.
It's Rob.
Big people, little world.
All right.
Little people, big world.
Right. So they're doing this up for real. The tailor came in to fit Rob's wedding suit.
You gotta cut about 2 feet off the legs.
We're gonna have to shorten this a little bit.
Oh, this much. We can make clothes for the rest of the wedding party.
All right, no more short jokes. Bella is seeing all this wedding prep and she's getting a little nervous. She's like, I'm alone.
She doesn't want to die alone and be eaten by her cats.
Little Simba's hungry.
Hell yeah.
She's like, Mike has Dedeker and Dedeker has 500 people.
It's true.
500 though.
All right, 550, all right? She underplayed it a little bit.
All right, so another potential romance on the horizon. Cal and Nikki. He already proposed the whole 1-year relationship thing.
Well, he's still going through the, yes, I usually don't do a year. I wanted to have a relationship with everyone in the zodiac, so I've been only doing 3 months worth.
That's strange.
I'm like a 9 on the masculine scale of 1 to 10, and you're super female. You are like a 9 on the female.
Right, so he's still trying to convince her, and she's like, I don't know. And then he's like, you want to hold hands? And she's like, can I hold your arm? Okay.
All right. Guess what, though? Good news. Baby Cash Cow gets to rejoin the cows.
Oh, the vet people.
Oh my God, this is the moment I've been waiting
yes,
for.
Yes, Bella. The vet came in, and they're like, yes, you're doing a good job. It's
for
time to reunite them.
All right. So it was really, I have to say, it was really a nice moment.
Very cute.
On this pig of a show.
Okay.
All right, so.
There was some drama. Well, I mean, there's always drama.
Josh was upset because he whored himself out. He earned extra money. He wanted effing mayonnaise on his sandwich, and he wrote on Sharpie with a Sharpie on his mayo that it was Joshy's.
Yeah. He made the extra cash, and he was treating himself. I'm waiting for him to start leaving.
Treat yourself.
Those, like, passive-aggressive signs on the refrigerator, like, don't touch anything with someone else's name on it. Thank you kindly.
When you use the microwave, clean it. It doesn't clean itself.
We don't have those kitchen fairies to clean it.
All right, so he has kind of a little fight with Aaron because
Aaron's like, I didn't do it. I don't know what you're talking about. It got
thrown out somehow. It escalated quickly.
It did.
And Josh is thinking about pressing charges.
Well, the thing is, Aaron was all like, oh, if you're going to come at me like that and keep doing that, I'm going to beat your ass.
Yeah.
So that is a threat of violence, and they've already decided earlier on that's not okay. Also, he went over to Josh and was like, come on, this is what you're doing to me.
That was an example, though. He wasn't actually...
Still, he was touching him.
All right. Well, this freaking wedding is going to cost a Utopia fortune. $750.
That's like 75 grand in Utopia.
It's also like 4 dinners that Josh has to whore himself out for.
That's true.
It's expensive.
Yeah. But they all agree it's worth it. This is a once-in-a-lifetime thing. They gotta make Rob's day special.
The little colonel's getting married. God knows when this'll ever happen again.
All right, so there is some more new life in Utopia.
Enrique the rooster's been getting his sea on. He is a chicken.
Okay.
All right. He's a father now. Somehow they didn't eat one of his children and it ended up hatching.
Sorry. There's a baby chick. It was so cute. Yeah.
All right. Time for court, though. The beauty is over.
Sorry,
Aaron,
Aladdin.
This is your trial. Mike is the judge.
Yep. The very unenthusiastic judge. He's always just like, yeah, right.
Oh my God, he's so horrible.
But it's hilarious.
It
is hilarious.
So the witnesses, Ernesto, Nikki, Bella.
They all pretty much say the same thing. They're kind of siding with Josh. They're like, it was violent. It wasn't okay.
It was kind of funny. Aaron had the glasses on and he was his own attorney. And
yeah,
Josh
they had to represent themselves. Yeah. This is not America. This is Utopia. They do not have the right to an attorney.
No, because there is none. Except for Mike. And he's playing judge. All right.
So then they throw it to the jury to deliberate.
And the verdict is guilty as charged.
Yep.
Each Josh and Aaron have to go for 1 hour of anger management.
With Amanda.
And then
Aaron has the punishment.
Right.
He has to do an hour of tilling
hard labor.
with Bella.
Ugh, double
Court
punishment.
adjourned.
Yeah. Yes, with the Aladdin head gavel.
That's right. He's got a headache, so leave him alone.
All right, well, punishment's over. Now is punishment
It's
of a
party
different kind.
time!
Rob's bachelor party.
The theme is tribal hedonism. Isn't that the theme every night?
Isn't it, let's dress up as women theme and
Mike
nasty?
really loves putting on that corset.
Well,
Not that there's anything wrong with it, I'm just saying.
Well, Joshy loves shaking his banana around in his hammock. That's disgusting.
There was some crazy stuff going on. Crazy stuff.
Yeah, some communal dancing, shaking.
Yeah, so Josh,
Drinky.
talk about drinky. He had a few too many.
Drunky Josh. We
So
all
he
know
was all
that
like,
that's a recipe for disaster.
Oh, I'm taking my shoe up. Bella, come lay with me.
Oh, no, I'm gonna go outside.
Yeah. So Bella goes outside to sleep, and who else is outside?
Nikki and Cal under the mosquito
Cuddling
netting.
up. Yeah, so then Josh, he's not taking no for an answer yet. So he goes outside to Bella, and he's like, hey, it's Josh. Bella.
Oh my
Can I lay
God.
with you?
I don't know where I'm in more danger, with the coyotes outside or with Josh inside.
Yeah, so she says no.
Well,
Her reasoning the next day, she's like, oh, it's been like 6 years. I don't know if I'd be able to stop. Ah, little Simba!
it's the wedding day. All right, and Hex is hosting an archery competition.
Yeah, they're getting like all these deliveries and stuff, and they're like setting up for the wedding, but they have time for an archery competition.
That archery competition was a little bit dangerous.
A little bit.
Especially when Bella shot off her arrow and... Whoa!
Yeah.
Well, it ends up that Nikki won the archery competition, and in effect, she won the right to walk the bride's mother down the aisle.
All right, so another project that they were working on for the wedding, that building that
Love
Josh
Shack,
was working on,
Baby Love Shack.
its first use is going to be as the honeymoon suite.
They cushied it up pretty nice. It had rose petals.
Weird
and
though.
fresh sheets, we hope, and pillows, cushions,
Yep.
a curtain for some privacy.
Yeah.
But as everyone's checking out the Love Shack, they
Guess
have a
who's
visitor.
back?
Pastor Joe Nathan.
Oh, yay, Pastor Jonathan.
Yay.
Everyone was really happy to see him. He was happy to see them.
Yeah. It's funny how everybody was like, ugh, Pastor. And now everybody's like, oh, Pastor.
Yeah.
All right.
So he's letting everyone know about, I guess, how the public is perceiving them and talking about the people who have left
Y'all
already.
are doing a really good job in here.
Yeah. So he was talking about Dave, and it was really touching. He actually flew Dave out to Tennessee. He put him up in an apartment.
And now Dave is a motivational speaker at the church.
He's like flying around the country, I
That's
thought
awesome.
he said.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Just goes to show you what a little Jesus can do.
All right. So, it's finally time. The wedding guests are arriving.
Boy, you know, I have to say, the place looked pretty good.
They did a pretty good job.
If I were to have another wedding, which would be number 4 for me, no, 3. Yeah. It would
To
be
the
my
same person,
Yes.
by the way.
I have to say, I really like the vibe that they had going on there, the open air with the beautiful flowers. And
Well, it's not about you. So then, the bride-to-be rolls in a convertible.
she ruined it. Why couldn't she bring in an electric car?
Sorry.
All right, well, it was really beautiful, I have to
Chris
say.
finally made himself useful playing that guitar.
He did a good job. He's much less creepy playing that guitar than he is playing Brie.
Oh.
All right, well, Mike is still wearing makeup. He's one of
It
those
did look like
guys
it.
that likes to get all dressed up and then doesn't know what makeup remover is. And he still got that guy liner on.
He still had the eyeliner on for sure.
All right, so after the wedding, which was very emotionally touching and beautiful.
It's party time!
And of course, Rob, who doesn't like to speak, gives a speech.
Nice icebreaker.
Ugh.
So then they have their first dance, and then they throw the bouquet.
Bella caught it.
Of course.
Little Simba, now we can get married. And Cal got the garter. Could anyone creepier have gotten the garter? Well, talk about creepy. Mike and Dedeker mosey their little butts over to the honeymoon suite.
Let's just make sure everything's in order over here.
Let's give it a whirl.
Oh.
Thankfully, they didn't get too far. She only had to pull her skirt out of her ass.
That was kind of gross.
It was extremely gross.
Not cool, guys. So the next day, party's over.
And Rob's wife has to leave. His newborn wife has to leave.
It's kind of weird that he didn't either just like leave with her or wait until after the show to get married, because that kind of sucks to not spend time with your new spouse.
He wanted to do it on the show. All right, it's Utopia Day, which means a whole bunch of creepies are going to come in, including Jake the beekeeper.
Oh, he has returned. And I thought he had a little thing going with Nikki.
Well,
But now he's got something going with Dedeker, possibly.
Dedeker shows him straight away to the love shack.
She's like, look what we did here.
Don't look at those stains on the sheets. Look away. Look away.
No! So he's like, yes, pretty cool, all right.
All right, well,
Mike sees what's going on, and he's like, the fuck is that?
I'm a little shocked that he's jealous.
He made out with that other girl!
Yeah! And then she comes back, and he's all talking smack about her, and then he goes and dumps her in front of everybody.
I thought he was joking at first.
I did too, because he has a really weird way of being like, all right, I'm moving out.
I'm moving out, Dedeker!
What's up with that?
I don't know.
But he was serious. He was serious black on this one. Oh my God.
Yeah, because that night he was hanging out in the barn or whatever they sleep in.
Yeah.
And
That box.
Dedeker is outside crying.
Yeah, and Rob was giving her a little pep talk.
I wish
Very
I had some
little.
words of wisdom, but I'm not wise.
All right, like we said at the beginning, this is not going to be on for another 2 weeks.
World Series.
You should probably just check out the website in the meantime.
Seems like there's been some crazy stuff going on.
Otherwise, you won't know what this show is in 2 weeks because you're just going to be like, what was that show I used to watch?
In 2 weeks, it's supposed to be crazy.
They left us a little cliffhanger. It's a bombshell. We know what it is.
Do we?
I think so.
We might.
It's kind of lame-ish. They were like, oh,
It
it's
could
going to
change things
everything.
forever.
That's beautiful.
All right, so let us know what you guys thought of this episode.
I think it's disgusting.
Did you enjoy Rob's wedding? What do you think of Mike and Dedeker's breakup? Let us know what you think.
Please let us know. We're dying. Till next time.
Much love.
Edit.